One on the life of Stephen Hawking. A lot of people think they know what Hawking believes. A lot of people believe that Hawking has done away with the need for Biola's apologetics program and has made science and faith irreconcilable. What is it that Hawking believes, and what do you think people ought to believe what it is that he believes?
The most interesting line in that film is when his wife-to-be, Jane, asks him, what is cosmology? He told her he's a cosmologist, and he says, cosmology is a religion for intelligent atheists. That's a terribly interesting definition. Modern cosmology for the atheistic scientist does provide a kind of metaphysical alternative to God. The multiverse becomes a kind of God surrogate that explains the fine-tuning of the cosmos, it explains the origin of the universe. It really does fill a sort of religious or metaphysical function for some of these thinkers. In the case of Hawking, he has made statements that suggest that he's either an agnostic, that he doesn't believe God exists, or even more strongly, that he is an actual atheist, that he thinks that God does not exist. But so far as I know, he's not provided any argument to support his atheism. He simply said that he doesn't see any need for a creator of the universe, but that obviously isn't a proof that there is no such being.
Dr. Lennox, you want to comment on this?
I do, yes. Stephen Hawking was just ahead of me at Cambridge. I can remember him quite well, though I didn't know him. And I was rather amused that when the Times interviewed him and asked him about religion, he said, religion is a fairy story for people afraid of the dark. And I was asked to comment, so I said atheism is a fairy story for people afraid of the light. Now, it's very kind of you to clap, but that proves nothing. Because
That's a great line.
one of the things...
We're not anti-applause.
No. One of the things you learn in the world that I work, and it's very important, is that a statement by a scientist is not necessarily a statement of science.
Amen.
Now, what amazes me about Hawking, who's a genius, obviously, is the heart of his book with Leonard Mlodinow, The Grand Design. The key statement is this: because there is a law of gravity, the universe can and will create itself from nothing. What? Because there is a law of gravity, because there is something, the universe can and will create itself from nothing. That's a flat contradiction. Secondly, because there is a law of gravity, he doesn't even say that gravity exists, but what would a law of gravity mean if there's no gravity? Worse still, the universe can and will create itself. If I say to you, X creates Y, roughly speaking, if you've got X, you'll get Y. If I say X creates X, well, if you've got X, you'll get X. And what does that mean? It means that nonsense remains nonsense even if scientists are writing it.